This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Special guest.
Hi, everybody. It's
Rove
me,
McManus.
Rove McManus,
banging
of
on
the
about-
other McManuses.
Banging on about marsupials all morning, but we're just watching right now, as we record this, some of the presidential debate.
Yeah.
Rove.
Did you have a debate at school?
I was on the debate team.
Yeah,
Nice.
I wasn't.
Oh, yeah, you did good.
I went to
didn't do
Country Week for debate.
You're serious?
Country Week.
I wanted to swear there.
Right, yeah. So basically,
Was
it
the
was.
chess team full?
No, this. I'm not joking.
Are you serious?
The volleyball. I want to get in the volleyball team. The
Yeah.
volleyballers were really good, right? So that was the
You had
one.
to debate your way into the volleyball team.
That was the one
Fucking
team.
Spike
that,
Heap's good.
that was the one team that always did really, really well. So in order for me to go to Country Week one year, the only thing I could get into was debate. It was all other sports, and there was the debate team.
That's a sport.
I went in the debate team for 1 year.
Country Week.
Then I got in volleyball the next year.
So wait, how's it a sport?
You get up and you
Well, you're
debate
competing against another
schools.
You debate while doing star jumps.
No, you just debate against
Yeah.
other schools.
It's a
And
competition.
It was literally that was the only non-sports based thing.
Yeah.
I guess that you get scored. There's a winner. There's a loser. There's teams.
Yeah, there's a tournament.
I don't remember.
Why
You
do I
had,
know
you had
about
to do a
that?
live debate, and then also you had to do a pre-prepared speech thing. So my pre-prepared speech thing was me reading out a children's book because it was the easiest
Why do I
thing
feel
to
you
do.
probably also did an ACL while you were doing it? Somehow, if anyone's going to pull a hamstring debating,
I really
you,
miss
no.
country. Sometimes you go past McGilvray Oval and they have Country Week and you see that kind of... Well, we didn't have that growing up in the city, but you guys were...
Oh, yeah.
I went to high school in Perth, so no.
Country was
Oh,
huge
Country
for
Week,
us.
yeah.
Interschools are taking place at the moment. My son's got an
Yes.
athletics carnival at the moment. That's it. We had this one. It was called ACC, which is the Catholic
Yeah, you know
colleges.
this.
Yes.
Sean, went to that even though we were a public school.
Yeah,
So
right.
they took over me, my brother, and two others for that meet that was down at Perry Lakes.
Perry
And
Lakes.
yeah, and I ran against that. Yeah. But you guys got on your side, so you won.
We did.
Go
Jesus.
Yeah, if a non-private school or a public school won, you'd have to go. Yeah, what's God's plan for that? little lightning bolt as they cross the line or something. Jeez.
Hey,
What a
Rove,
show! What a show!
what a
I
show,
know.
Rove.
Well,
What a
you
show.
read a pre-prepared statement about.
I
Your
read a
personal
prepared statement on behalf of my former good friend Dave Grohl,
he's been
who's
a bad
making
boy.
them babies. Only
And
problem
not
is
with his wife.
it's not with his wife.
Yeah.
So we thought it would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Has anyone else been grolled?
I know. Growling in the
We got a
Hear
good
a story
roll.
from
We got a
Bree.
good rolling.
It's
Oh my gosh.
heartbreaking.
We started the show with Sean. Have you noticed something about Sean's memory?
I didn't want to say it.
Dude.
We've all been talking about it.
You know Henry repeats stories?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Sean's
I'm
leaving,
pretty sure he's done the same speech at every family gathering.
Sean is leaving Henry in his
Decade.
dust.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
getting that way.
Sean's gone Henry.
I don't
early.
wanna make
Run
the
out of new
speeches.
material.
I don't wanna make the speeches.
I feel that. I know what that feels like. You've got no new gear.
So Dad gets up to make a speech at all the family things in the past, and then people start just... Some people encourage him to keep going. And he doesn't need that.
Can I
Some
say?
people in that row. Is that why you?
Yeah,
bring
you
it
just
up?
and ticking off a list. It's like you got a bingo card.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned this? Have we mentioned this? Have we mentioned
My
this?
dad's not a speech giver, but when he's full of beer, he'll get up and say stuff. And we're at a lesbian engagement party,
Again.
and they were very quite bikey affiliated, so there was a lot of bikies
That's
there.
fun.
And Dad was putrid, and then someone went, "Brian, get up there and do a speech." I was in another room, and suddenly everyone goes, Nathan, come out and get your dad." As I walked out there, Dad was standing there, singularly pointing out at each bikie, "You're a you're a you're a
So he's doing crowd work with bikies.
And it's going, you're going to
We're not gonna get out of here alive.
You're going to get shot.
But maybe it's like a roast. They're like, oh, he's got us. He's got us. Nah, because you are, mate. You are. Dogger, you are.
Roger Cook dropped by today as well.
yeah, Roger.
Oh, there's a name drop.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's he giving away for free now?
Right now.
Right next.
Wow.
We all get
Yeah.
one.
Tickets to the zoo, tickets to Rotto.
Everyone gets a clock up.
What more do you want?
Adventure World.
Okay.
Yes!
Look, as
I love that you haven't let that
as
go.
ambassador to the
Self-appointed.
greatest theme park in the country, I'll have a talk to my subjects about
Summer must be coming.
about what we can do about free tickets
To?
on behalf to Adventure World,
To
the greatest
Adventure
theme
World.
park
It is.
in the country.
In the country.
Thanks,
Yes, we
Rove.
have the coldest swimming pools in the world, but to me, that's just part of the fun.
Bracing. Exactly.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
This is a nice
Sorry, Big Sean.
Oh, lovely.
Rove 937.
It's 6:03, Nathan Nat and Sean. Sean's not going to be with us for long, are you? Nathan's back, everybody.
Nate,
But
good to have you
that's
back,
not
mate.
the biggest issue today.
Why?
Well, there's a couple of things that we need to discuss because I've not been here, and I just to come back to that is concerning.
Do you want to tell everybody what you just did?
Well, Nathan's open proceedings saying he hadn't been watching much on TV. There's
No.
nothing much out there to watch.
No,
Well,
it's not that.
he had a forced absence from TV because of the broadband.
Yeah,
No,
and
yes,
since
yes,
then I
yes.
just haven't gone back, which is upsetting me and I'm sure all the streaming services.
Yeah.
But you just said something. Say it. Just say it. How you said
Say
it.
Well, I said, I'm not sure if I told you this, but there's a good show out there called Mayor of Kingstown.
He has
Am I
told
getting like my
us-
dad?
He has told us
the question.
about Mayor of Kingstown 150 times.
Harry, have I told you too?
Yes, you've told us as much as about that as Harry's told us about the rookie.
Yeah, that is
Like,
true.
I'm not joking. That's how much that you
I'm
bang on
sorry.
about this, and you can't
and you
even
have
remember.
no memory of telling us about it?
No, I kind of
You've told-
do, but
I
I
reckon
just...
there's been guests in here that you've told them about it as
I
well.
have to.
You always stop
Yeah.
shutting up about it, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure without knowing anything about it, it's not that good.
I'm at the stage where I need to write
Your
down
dad-
who
your
I've,
d-
who
you're your
I've
dad.
spoken to about. Obviously,
You
there's
talk
not
to
much
us
going on in my
every day,
life.
Sean.
You're
Every
your dad.
day.
You're your
Just
dad.
assume you have told us things.
You're your dad.
I know, but when you get excited about something, clearly,
it's
you
not
don't know if
even
I've
you.
shared it with Nathan 20
but,
times or not.
But you're you're frightening me because you're gonna. I feel like you're on track to get like my dad because you like to have a beer as well. My dad has all the beers and sits there and then he picks a story for the night that he will discuss. And if you stray from that topic, and it's his topic, it's whether it's a car park that he didn't get during the day. If you stray past that topic, he will bring you back by saying, "No, I'm not talking about that," and then he'll bring you back to the thing that he just told you about 2 minutes ago, and
Now,
that's
Sean,
the entire night. That's your future.
It's not a new obsession with this either. Like, Harry's been banging on about the rookie because he's
Yeah,
only
the
just
rookie,
discovered
the rookie.
But you first mentioned this months ago.
Months ago.
Okay.
You need to stop telling us about it.
Or
And-
we
and
need
can-
to scan your brain.
And if it happens again after this conversation, we're taking you straight to the hospital.
Please, do us all a favour.
I'm going to say, scan him up the wazoo.
Right up there.
Right up the
We've
wazoo.
got guests galore today, like the Premier, like Rove McManus.
There you
Yes.
go.
Oh, how about that?
a lot
What
of
about the
people.
Maverick, Matthew Pavlich?
Wow.
That's a lot.
They just keep coming, don't they?
Plus, a chance to come and join me for a big night out on Friday night at Stories at Yagan Square. That's going to be fun. We're going to
Yeah,
check out
story
4
time,
different
Nat.
venues.
Story time.
Yeah, Nat's got a week off after work from that, so you know, everyone go hard.
I'm rolling
She's
straight
going
from
large.
that to book club too, so
Jesus.
imagine that.
Oh, geez, you'll be
hello.
firing.
I know, right?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Perfect pairings, you and me. Perfect pairings, can't you see?
Nathan, Nat and Sean are buzzing about Pet Margaret River region. A brand new wine and food festival this November. A beach club, wine tastings, forest lunch and live music. Get your tickets now at petmargaretriver.com.
This is amazing. We're about to play a round of perfect pairings. Up for grabs on Friday. So today you're going to go in the draw if you're the winner
Yeah.
to win this incredible Paired Margaret River region prize. So 4 nights accommodation at the Hilton Garden in Busselton. Just heard them talking about the beach club. You do get tickets to Margaret's Beach Club with a day bed upgrade.
Yeah.
That's valued at nearly $1,000
Jeez.
on its own.
Right,
Isn't that amazing?
Like, actually, you get tickets to all these amazing
Yeah,
things.
so many
Oh
many
my
great
God.
things.
Plus
Worth the
$1,200 cash. Angela and Olivia want to play this morning. We start with you, Ange. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Ange. Hi, Ange.
Hello.
Okay, and
Nathan's back. He needs to talk to people.
yeah, that's right. He hasn't had any human
The only
contact
people
for a
I've been
while.
talking to is Siri.
Angela, please talk to me.
Yeah. Hi, Olivia.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah,
Good,
great,
Liv.
great. You guys need to be on it this morning because these are really simple.
Yeah.
Basically, we can give you a word and you just give us the word that is the perfect pairing to that word.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you need to buzz in with your name. Very important. If you yell out the answer, we can't take it. It's the first person to buzz in with their name gets to answer. If you get it right, you take the point. If not, we move on. Let's test your buzzers. Angela,
Angela.
Olivia,
Olivia.
they're working, guys.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nathaniel.
The first word we're looking for a perfect pairing to is meat.
Angela. Olivia.
Angela,
Chicken.
no, it's not a perfect. I mean, it is a meat,
It
but
is
we're
a
looking
meat.
for the perfect pairing.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when we say meat,
Olivia.
you say, We
It's
can't.
done.
You can have a crack at Olivia.
What do you think it was, Olivia?
Vegetables?
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
taking that.
Yeah, meat, potatoes, meat,
potatoes.
Vegetables, yeah. So,
Yeah, I know.
Twig and berries, you know what I'm saying?
It's nil all. All right.
Twig and berries. We'll put that in for tomorrow.
Next
Okay.
round.
Next round. Here we go. Kermit.
Olivia.
Olivia?
Crab?
Oh, no, sorry. We'll say it again because you misheard, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
It wasn't hermit.
Okay,
It was
this is with a K. Kermit.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I can still say it.
Kermit.
Yeah.
Buzz in
Angela.
with Angela.
Frog?
No. The perfect parent to Kermit
Is Miss Piggy.
is Miss Piggy.
With that, they're a pair.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not a great start,
we're doing
girls.
another competition in a couple of weeks where we're going to name something. You just tell us what it is.
Okay, so stick around.
But not today. Today we need the
Should we
perfect pairing.
re-solicit?
No, we're going to get it as a
Okay.
family.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Next one. Girls, here we go. What is the perfect pairing to pen?
Olivia?
Olivia?
Pencil?
No.
Pen and pencil.
They're the same thing, so they're not a pairing.
No, they're not the same thing.
Pen and
You know what I
paper.
mean.
Pen and paper is the pen. I know.
Paper. Yeah, we're getting it.
All right.
No, we're not.
It's going to be the first one.
I love it when people don't get it.
Okay.
Okay,
It's so
next
much
round.
fun. Oh, okay. That's me. Soap.
Olivia?
Yeah.
Olivia? Soap
Water.
and- Water!
Yeah!
Yes, we've got it. By Jones, we've got it.
Oh, my God.
Yay! We've been
Hey,
going
let's
for
not
an hour and a
let's
half.
not
Now
get
it's
ahead of
1-0.
We've got to get ahead of ourselves,
I love it.
Okay.
I felt like we earned that.
Yeah. All right.
Next
one.
word. Ladies.
Olivia?
Olivia?
Gentleman?
Yes, Olivia.
Yeah.
She's in the zone.
Hey, Angela, are you there?
I'm still here.
You got it, though. You got it, though.
Just
haven't you,
checking.
Ange?
All right.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. We need the perfect pairing to the word hugs.
Olivia?
Oh, Angela.
Kisses?
Yeah! Angela's on the board.
Oh, this is
All right.
amazing.
Emotion.
Olivia leads 2-1.
God, we've hit our sweet spot.
Yes.
All right. We need the perfect pairing to the word thick.
Olivia?
Olivia?
Angela.
Olivia?
Tired?
No.
No, sorry. It was. We'll say it again.
Yep.
Then you can both
Both
jump
still
in.
in.
Thick.
Angela?
Angela?
Healthy?
No.
No.
Thick.
Thick with a TH.
Thick. Thick.
Angela?
Angela?
Thin?
Yes, Angela. It's tied up at 2-2.
Can I say this is my favourite competition of the entire
Where was
year?
Greg Highwell when you needed him? It was mine over that one.
Okay.
here
We've
we
got
go.
to get to 5 somehow.
I don't know.
It's the
Here's
best.
the next word. Lock.
Olivia?
Oh,
Olivia?
Key?
Yes, Olivia. Yes, Olivia. Okay.
Are you stressing you saying the words
3-2.
properly? Like,
Okay.
I feel like I'm overemphasising
Okay.
everything.
Here we go. Next round. We need the perfect pairing to horse.
What was it?
Horse.
No, not sex workers.
No, horse. As in goes neigh. Neigh. Horse.
Angela?
Angela?
Cow?
No, horse and...
Horse and
they go
carriage.
together like a
Horse
horse and
and
carriage.
carriage.
It's even in the song.
Horse and cow.
That's right. Let's move on.
Can we just play this a draw?
No,
we all go home?
no, this is my favourite thing I've ever done.
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm looking for the perfect pairing to the word heaven.
Olivia?
Olivia.
Hell?
Yes, Olivia. Yes, Olivia. Okay. Olivia leads 4-2. She's on the brink of victory. Can you believe that?
Here we go, guys.
Next round.
Okay.
This could be the last
This
round.
is it. Come on, Angela. Make it a game. Here we go. Next word is rain.
Olivia?
Olivia
Yeah.
for the win.
Sun?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's rain.
Rain and shine.
Yeah,
Rain
you're
or
close.
shine.
You're on the right
Yeah.
track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. We need the perfect pairing to hide.
Olivia? Angela?
Olivia for the win.
Think?
Yes!
Can I say, I love that for all of us. I love the journey.
12.
I love the journey.
It was
Olivia.
12 there.
Olivia, you're now in the draw for Friday to win the Ultimate Pet Margaret River Region prize valued at $5,000, okay?
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Never change.
Can someone ring the Premier? We've got no time for him.
Back at it tomorrow, everybody.
Well, you know what?
We got there in the end.
No, it's good.
We'll run through these answers of the Premier and see how we go.
Okay, no
Because
problem.
maybe it's hard. Maybe we're just
It's
like...
not.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
presidential debate is at 9 a.m.
Yeah, it
this
kicks off at
morning.
9.
Cannot wait. Are you going to watch it?
No, I'll probably just see the highlights,
Yeah.
which is Kamala saying her stuff and then Donald Trump calling her a liar or something, and then that'll be
Standard.
it.
It's so interesting
That'll be
because Joe Biden, during his first presidential debate with Donald Trump, he was going on about how Donald would never let him speak, and Donald was just muttering as he was trying to, get his answers out. So since that debate, then Joe Biden's team pushed the fact that the microphones will be pulled down when you're not answering a question,
Yes.
so you
if
can't
you're-
interrupt.
If it's not your turn, your mic's off.
Yeah.
So then when Kamala Harris wanted to come out and do the debate against Donald Trump, there was a lot of to and fro, back and forth. She wanted the microphones to be brought back up
Because it
to show
shows
how
how
much of a
unhinged
bumbling
he is.
idiot
Yeah.
he is. And now their team has said they don't want the microphones back up because they've realised that she's right. It's so interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Clap your hands and gather round. It's time to tell a tale. So sit right down, enjoy the fun, get ready to exhale. Story time with Nathan, Nat, and Sean. Every story with a joyful song.
Everyone's got a story to tell at Stories in Yagan Square. See what's on at stories.au.
All right, I need somebody to join me on Friday night for good times only, everybody. We're going to be eating at great places like Alba, Ugly Baby and Carla, a little bit of a nightcap at a secret location.
There you
All its
go,
stories
Ryan.
at Yagan
Secret
Square.
locations, Nat's house.
Oh, yes. Well, Christine and Nicole, they get the opportunity to come along. Christine, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Are you adapt with all the stories that you would have read as a child?
I think I'm pretty good.
And how about
And perhaps
movies,
adult.
Sense? How about movies?
Oh, yeah, no, movies I'm all right
Yeah.
with.
Nicole from
Yeah,
Gosnells.
yeah.
Hi, Nicole.
Good morning.
Nicole, do you watch a lot of TV shows as well? Read a lot of books?
Not overly, but I think I've been doing all right during the week.
You're going to
Okay,
be fine.
good.
You're going to be
Did-
fine.
Did you listen yesterday, Nicole?
Partly.
Yeah, because our contestants were terrible yesterday.
No,
Like,
you
truly
missed an
terrible.
absolute ripper.
Were you getting the ones that we thought
really.
they were simple? Did you think they were pretty easy too?
Oh, yes, they were.
Yeah, okay.
We
good.
nearly
okay.
had to cancel the whole show
I know.
yesterday.
And
No
we
joke.
couldn't-
Sometimes it is better to just cancel something, set it on fire and walk away.
The idea is to get
was
to
so close,
the first
man.
person to 5, and we couldn't get them to 5. We gave up.
Well, today we're going to do it because these two ladies
So
are
smart.
switched on. You know what's going to happen. We're going to be telling you about a story. You're just going to tell us what that story is.
So if you know the title of the story we're referring to, buzz in with your name. If you get it right, you take the point. If you get it wrong, we're going to give your opponent a crack at it, okay?
Okay.
Let's test your buzzers. Christine?
Christine?
Nicole?
Nicole.
Working well. First to 5.
Right.
Story time,
Oh,
everybody.
here we go.
Mr. Morris.
Sit down, everyone. This story is about a lawyer who is found guilty of drink driving and is sentenced to coaching a junior ice hockey team, ultimately coaching them to
Christine.
victory.
Christine?
The Mighty Ducks?
Yes, it is the Mighty Ducks.
Christine. Christine's on board.
That was fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
Next story.
Story 2. This story is about 4 female friends who live in New York, wear fabulous clothes and date a lot of men.
Nicole.
Nicole?
Christine.
Nicole?
Sex in the City?
Yes,
Certainly
Nicole.
is.
Yes,
For
it is.
years, I thought it was Sex in the City.
Ah.
And then I found out it was Sex and the City
Oh, I
because the
thought it was
city
Sex
is
in the
apparently
City.
another character. It's the 5th character, the girls
What a
said.
great revelation.
There you go, everyone.
It's 1-1, everyone.
Things we learn.
Next story. This story is about Mumble the Penguin, who is a terrible singer but can tap dance brilliantly.
Christine.
Christine?
Happy Feet?
Yes,
Oh,
Christine.
Christine, she really knew that.
She really did. She was determined to get in there. Christine leads a 2-1.
All right. This one's a great one, everyone. This
great
story is about a Navy pilot who is sent to an advanced training program, loses his best friend in a training accident, and falls in love with his instructor. You've seen this a thousand
Yes,
times.
Nicole?
Top Gun?
Yeah.
Oh,
Christine,
Christine,
we're
say
not
it
trying
with
to
venom.
trick you. Top Gun. It's 2-2, everybody.
Okay, here we go. Another story. This story is about a male model who loses a competition to his arch nemesis and then is convinced by an evil fashion designer to assassinate the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Nicole?
Nicole?
Zoolander?
Yeah. You girls, you know what?
I know
You
you're
sound
not-
more confident with your answers because you're right.
Yes. Nicole leads 3-2.
I feel like what happened the other day spooked everyone.
Yes. This is a great battle. Great battle. Next story. This story is about an unsinkable ship that hits an iceberg and sinks? Christine?
Titanic?
Yes,
Yes,
Christine
that's more
ties
like
it
it.
up 3-all.
What a match.
All right, everybody,
This
here we
is
go.
good.
This story is about a cowboy doll that belongs to a boy named Andy.
Nicole, I think, got in first. Nicole.
Oh,
Toy Story?
Yes.
Nicole. Nicole leads 4-3 on the
Getting
brink
nervous.
of victory.
Okay, here we go. Our next story. This story is about the things that go horribly wrong in a theme park full of cloned dinosaurs.
Christine?
Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Yes.
Christine tied it up. It comes down to this story.
You both deserve to be out
Jeez.
with Nat on Friday night.
Yeah, but only one of you will.
Only one of you will. Here we go. This story is about a bunch of animals from Central Park Zoo who escape and wind up... Nicole?
Christine.
Nicole?
Madagascar?
Oh, Nicole, great victory.
Good
You were
round.
both
Good
amazing.
round,
We're
girls.
both very good at this. Nicole, I'm going to be seeing you on Friday night.
Amazing. Thank
I know,
you.
Nat's Night Out this Friday. You and a friend, we're going to be going to 4 different venues, food, drink. We're going to have a great time. Everyone's got a story to tell at Stories in Yagan Square. You can see what's on at stories.au. Beautiful work. Thank you. Nicole, I'll see you
I don't
Friday.
think you ladies will have stories to tell after that night. I think
What
you'll be making a
happens-
pinky promise
What happens at Stories stays at Stories.
and making sure that you realise that you're all going to keep a secret where the body's buried.
That's a great game.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But don't answer the door, Nathan,
I would never.
because we're coming for you.
I know. Don't you worry. And you know I'll be home.
Another chance to join me tomorrow.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Top of the heap, running the state, taking time out from running the state to join it.
Yes.
Roger Cook,
Roger.
the
Good
Premier.
morning.
Hey,
Cookie,
Roger.
It's been a while.
Oh, Roger.
Yeah, no, it has. What's been going on? I guess we had the winter break, where
Yeah.
politicians flee to, warmer parts
Yeah,
of the
where
world.
did you
But
go?
I went to Broome.
Oh, nice.
But then I caught that Broome to Singapore flight. I don't know if you've heard about this.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you can fly direct from Broome to Singapore.
Yeah.
It's
And
you know,
vice versa, presumably, bringing
Yeah,
Singaporean.
bringing Singaporeans
Yeah.
into Broome. It's a great flight. You're in Singapore in about 2.5 hours.
Oh,
wow.
It's and so we went up to Broome for a couple of nights. That was lovely. Jumped on the Singapore flight and 4 nights in Singapore. And
Delightful.
Wow.
Can you do this? Are you gearing up the Busselton airport to do the same, to fly
Yeah.
to Singapore?
Well, that's our ambition. We do need to upgrade that airport significantly, though,
Yeah.
both for volume but also to make sure that it's good for international travel.
Yes.
But can you imagine, Singaporeans, there's nothing they love more than cold weather, right?
This is true.
So they would fly direct from Singapore and they would have a glass of, a lovely glass of Pinot in their hands by the evening. And
Yeah.
you could see that'd be really attractive for them.
Wow.
Great for that
Amazing.
region. Great
Hey,
for that region.
Talking about breaks, so I read something really interesting this morning, and it's about one of your MPs, Magenta Marshall, who took Rockingham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, she had a baby. And
Gorgeous
she's
little baby,
Six weeks off, and that's all, and she's back to it.
Yeah.
I never knew this, Roger, but apparently, according to this article, WMPs do not get maternity leave. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. But we don't get holidays as such.
That's
We have
crazy.
to turn up for Parliament, but ultimately our bosses are the people.
Yes. So I'm
So
sorry.
if you don't turn up
you've
to
been
work, people go,
elected.
hang on, you're
Yes,
missing
we
in
elected
action.
you.
Yeah.
Is that not crazy?
Sorry, you don't get maternity
No.
leave.
No.
No,
That
no,
seems
you
to
don't
be-
get any leave at all.
No,
Because in
but
the
you're
story-
able to take a break.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
she's having a holiday is very different to having a baby
Yeah.
and then requiring maternity leave.
That's
Yeah,
got to
so-
change,
Yeah,
Roger.
that seems
Well,
a bit
it's-
arcane, and it would be a bit of a barrier to younger women seeking out election.
in the
wouldn't you think?
article,
I remember during the by-election, this is the only thing
Yeah.
the Liberal Party actually got right. They said, she's a young woman, she'll just go off and have a baby. They were right on that point.
But in the article, it was saying there was only a handful of women who had ever done it, I think,
Yes.
since 1988, and that was Yvonne Henderson.
Yvonne Henderson,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, no worries. And
But
then,
that's why.
I'm pretty sure Deputy Premier Rita Saffioti did that as well, and had kids while she
No
was
maternity leave.
So I know you work for the people, which is all of us in
Yep,
this room
yep.
at this
Yeah.
point
But
in
you
time.
still
But I
got
think
rights.
the people would still be on your side
But,
if you bought him.
but then again, I'm thinking devil's advocate, right?
Yeah.
So I've elected you, Sean.
Yeah.
I believe in what you're doing. I believe in what you're going to do for my electorate.
Got him again.
And then you're off for 12 months.
Yeah.
I didn't vote
Yeah.
for the person that's coming and doing this
But
thing.
it's going to be a major barrier to women of childbearing age going
and this
into
is the
politics.
stuff we're confronting in Parliament
Yeah.
too now, because Parliament's set up for old men to go and hang out there in the evening after they've worked on the terrace, right? So we're having to change the whole culture, the whole shape, and the facilities at Parliament House to make it more suitable for particularly women, but
other
also
states have
young
maternity
parents. Look, I think they're all working pretty much on the same basis that we have. That is, our bosses are the people of that elect us, and therefore we have to be around when I guess politically it's expected for us to be
I'm
around.
one of the people, and I say I think the ladies should be able to get pregnant and go on maternity leave.
Yeah, I mean, at least more than 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Because I think it would be best for everybody.
And look, Magenta's a fantastic member.
clearly,
She
she's
works
amazing.
really hard. She is a real prospect for us as she
Has
starts
the name
to
of a
mature.
superhero, Magenta Marshall.
That's true.
That's it.
That's always important.
Yeah, it is.
Premier, we've seen the announcement Rita Saffioti did over the free travel to Rottnest this weekend.
Yeah.
The weather's going to be
So
absolutely
why
perfect.
this weekend? What was the...
Well, it's actually the Quokker's birthday this weekend. The Quokker's are like racehorses. They all have one birthday each year, and for the purposes of managing the, all the Quokker's across
festivities,
Rottnest,
yes.
they say, right, this point is the point in time where it's every Quokker's birthday.
Do we
we're
know who the
celebrating
elder
that.
Quokka is? Have we found out on the island who the oldest of all the
The
Quokkas is, so
matriarch of the-
we can honour that Quokka directly?
Well, I'm not sure they've got that sort of intimate detail.
I think if you climbed Oliver Hill right up near the where the lighthouse
on a
is,
crown, on a
he would
throne.
be up there.
Have you heard on a throne show?
There's some sort of temple up there where there's this old Quokka hanging
Can't
out.
get up there, I tell you.
Oracle of all the Quokkas. Does the Quokka's birthday always coincidentally fall on a weekend, Roger?
No, I'm not sure.
I don't know, it just seems a little bit
It works
soft
well.
to me.
But look, it's wonderful that they're celebrating, certainly, one of our most iconic marsupials, but also it's an opportunity to continue to promote Rottnest.
Yeah.
It's one of our great tourism destinations.
amazing we have
People
that.
come from overseas.
Yeah.
They say,
it's
well, I
amazing.
can get on a
And
boat
Quokkas.
in 40 minutes and be in this sort of like,
Yes.
coastal paradise.
Yeah, but it's
which is
not
Rottnest.
cheap to take the whole family. So this is how does this work if people want to go over this weekend?
Well, what we're doing is trying to, this is another opportunity to activate the island over the winter months, but it's also an opportunity just to provide that chance for people to go over there who would otherwise not be able to afford it. It's like our
You're taking
sprint.
schools over there too, sorry.
Well, we subsidise the schools quite a lot to make sure that, particularly kids from inner suburban schools who would tend not to be able to go to Rotto and have that experience, we want to get them across as well. This is like our free passes to the zoo. It's an opportunity for people who would otherwise not be able to afford these things to be able to just be able to get out there and have an affordable day with their family.
I tell you what, we scored the lottery with the Quokka, didn't we? Think about it, right? No one else has it. It's just ours. Is there anyone else in the world? I think there might be one other. No?
Oh, there's a small colony
here.
on mainland WA, but that's it.
Because if a Quokka leaves, they can't go back.
The happiest marsupial in the world.
Yeah. But the thing is, they are smiley, they are adorable, they love taking selfies. Like, how do we get... Like, everyone in the world would want this. I'm surprised the Eastern States haven't come over here to the pitch at night and just bagged them all up and taken them.
But I've got to say, it's taken a while, and it's only been the recent government really who's leaned into the Quokka more so than what we've done in the past. We've just left Rottnest to its...
putting a bag over
smiling little happy marsupials that are taking
Putting a
photos.
bag over
Because
Roger
Rottnest has
Federer's
always
head.
been that place. We go, no, we don't want you to touch it.
Yeah,
I remember
that's
when
true.
I was a kid, just leave it the way it is.
Yep.
Well, that's not the way tourism operates anymore. We need to provide a product which people can feel proud of and they feel they're getting value for money.
Roger, I wanted to ask you about the state government put in $27 million into the East Fremantle development, and then
Sounds
the
like a dog with a bone
council
with this thing.
hijacked the situation, and the Sharks haven't had a place for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
You've stepped in. How did we get to a stage where the government, in good faith, gives over a whole lot of money for the community and football clubs and the bowling rink and all that kind of stuff, and we get in a situation where you've got to come in?
Yeah, look, I think it's somewhere along the line people lost their way on this particular project. What we've done is spent some money so that we could convert the old, Sharks football ground into a modern, multi-purpose facility. But for some reason, we've sort of lost our way a bit on the way, and the Sharks are now in a situation where they can't actually put up their signs, they can't put up their sponsorships.
They can't make any money.
They can't make any money on the
They can't
day.
charge for a ticket.
And so it
They
all
can't sell a
becomes
drink.
unsustainable, right? So it's
unsustainable.
So what happens though?
Well, so basically we've got the department in there working with both sides to to get a better solution. You don't invest tens of millions of dollars to actually set up
How did it
something
get
that's
to this
been
point?
set up to fail. Yeah.
I know councils, we read about it a lot. People have issues with councils left, right and centre. How are they a law unto their own?
Well, look, they've got a bunch of stakeholders, so I guess they're trying to find their way through this and get a balance. They haven't got the balance right. And we think the club needs to be able to derive some form of income either on match day or, just through the ongoing recognition of their sponsors. They need to have a big sign up there saying this is the home of the Sharks.
Yeah.
And
with teeth.
with teeth.
Instead of using a gummy shark.
And of course, we need to have an opportunity for the community to share that space as well. So we've got to get the balance right.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something else,
about
which has
common
been
sense.
a hot point in Perth, especially with a lot of people that have been waiting for their houses to be built, niche living.
Yeah.
So we've been following what's happening in niche living. So the government stepped in because niche living weren't allowed to build. The government stepped in and then all those people were like going, oh, great, we're going to get a payout soon, it's going to be taken care of. Government stepped in and said, no, niche living, you can now build. Then last night on the news, it was unbelievable. Channel 7 were outside, right, of the only house that niche living is working on at the moment since they got the licence back, and that is the wife of the owner of niche living's home.
Yeah, that's a disgrace.
That is disgusting.
It is a complete disgrace.
And so this is Barbara. She's one of the homeowners. This is her on the news last night.
We constantly ask each other, has anybody had any work start? Has there been any news? And no, we haven't received anything.
That's because they're at Ronnie's wife's house doing her multi-million
So
dollar
when you've
property.
given concessions to a company like this, and you stepped in and said, okay, we will allow you to hold your licence so that you can, and then that happens. What's your recourse? How can you pull them into line?
Well, we've taken their licence off them.
Yeah.
We've had a close look at them. They're not financially sound, and therefore we're not going to pour money into them. If all that's going to happen is the creditors take that money back off the company. So what we've done is said, look, you're no longer competent to be a builder, taking the registration off them. What that then allows their customers to do is to get a payout from our WA-backed insurance arrangement so that they can then finish off their homes. So what Niche has done in the meantime says, we're going to appeal that decision. We're still not going to build those people's homes, but we're going to try a little legal tactic in the State Administrative Tribunal. It is completely cynical. It means that those people don't get their homes
so they're neither getting a payout nor getting it built.
So we're looking at all the options available to us. But when I saw that footage last night on the television, where you see builders on site, by the way, I don't think they can be niche builders because we've taken their licence off them.
Because the builders are there, they're yelling out, what are you doing here, mate? And they said, we're just here to get paid.
Yeah, that's right. I don't blame the builders. I don't blame the builders.
Of course you don't.
But the leadership of niche, how tone deaf can you be? It's disgusting.
What's the advantage? So they get unregistered. How long are they? The state government unregistered them as builders, right? So how long would they have to stay out of it versus them appealing it, which allows them to keep their licence? Because they've got no money.
Yeah, so they're going to appeal it. Hopefully we'll get a hearing in the next month or so, but it's going to take longer. And I just want to get these people with a roof over their head.
Imagine what they're going through, Roger.
They've paid money. They're
out of pocket and they're having to rent somewhere and they're
literally
taking
waiting
up
years.
rentals.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Yeah. Ronnie,
absolutely outrageous.
And he's got his... you're working at the Wise House is the only house you're working on. Who are you speaking to before you're making these decisions?
Well, you can't really go out and... Well, what do? You go out and run... You can't go out to 1,000 people and... You just don't have the services. People aren't going to work for you in the first place.
But the first house you get built, you do is, okay, who's been waiting the longest of our clients that we owe houses to? And you send the builders there.
Who's running the longest?
Well, you don't have it at your wife's house. That's not the answer.
That's a good rule of thumb.
It's absolutely tone deaf. I can't believe they're doing it, and it's disgusting.
Yeah. We've discussed some real good stuff today.
Yeah. We've been really...
We've been great. We've been informative. We've had a real show.
Well, it is 6 months out from the state election, so I guess we're going to be seeing a bit more of you.
Busy times coming up. And obviously, we want to let the people of Western Australia know our economy's strong. We've got to keep it strong. We're the people to keep it that way.
No worries, Rog. Good on you, mate. Thanks for your time.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Little Rove Sunshine just walked in the room.
Didn't he?
In the face of a rose. Good morning, friends.
You came in throwing around compliments and hugs and
compliments and... I ran.
All of it.
You ran? Why did you run? I did it on the cardio day.
You know,
what is happening?
So you're worried about missing your scheduled spot. You don't worry about missing your scheduled spot on this show. You know that.
That's true. I wasn't even
None of us do.
It wasn't booked. I just turned up. I just thought it's been a while.
I know it's been a while.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great.
You went to Paris.
Yes,
didn't you?
yes. Went to Paris and then went to London for a little bit as well. So I was in Paris, but not. We
didn't go to
left
the
before the
Olympics.
games. We left before the
Who wants
games.
to be there for that?
No, but it was also if you were there like around the time we were there, just before the Olympics.
Yeah.
I think it would have been quite disappointing because there was a lot of things you couldn't see.
everything was shut down.
Yes, a lot of gates and fences.
Yeah.
I just jumped them anyway. I was like, "Don't you know who they am?"
Yeah.
And they said no, but they were speaking in French, so I didn't understand. And but yeah, we had a wonderful time.
But what do you do? Because we've seen you here
do I
in
do?
Perth. We've seen you here in Perth on boats with Pink, right?
Yes.
So we know. So even though we know you and you're very normal, Rove, you do have this other celebrity
Yes.
life. So
It's
when
a
someone
very
like
good life.
you, I know, I heard, when someone like you is in Paris, what do you do that we don't?
Oh, that's a good question.
Are you going abseiling with Tina Arena? Or something?
I don't have any French. Well, that's not true. I have French friends, but they're not famous.
Okay. Yes.
So
they'd be very impressive French friends, I'm thinking.
I have worldly French friends, and that's very helpful because when you go to places outside of Paris, which we did, they can speak the language, they can
that's
translate,
good.
and it means that French people don't hate you.
Yeah, that's true.
What about in the UK then, Rove? There's a number of people that you've caught up with.
Did I see you rubbing shoulders with the superstar that is Dave Callan?
Yes, outside Buckingham Palace.
Yes,
of
that's
all
right.
people.
The dizzy highs.
We had been to see.
I can just imagine Dave's at the bolt cutters trying to
Are
get to
you
the
ready
fence.
for this?
What?
The ABBA.
Oh, yes. We
Hologram.
he told us he was going to
Cries
this.
from the crowd. The ABBA hologram show
Yeah.
is...
I don't think I agree. When they're still alive, having a hologram show just seems lazy.
You're right, they should be killed.
If it's Tupac,
They should be killed.
it's
So
not
the
long.
hologram show
It's
can
not
exist.
long, surely.
Nah, they don't.
But the
It's
worst,
got to be preemptively.
so that's quite amazing.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it. I mean, I don't know what there is to spoil.
What's there to spoil?
But it's they say don't film it because they want it to be a bit of a visual surprise
Right,
for
okay.
people.
And does it look like they're
But the
really
main
there?
thing is, so they all come out, and then there's points where they each come out, and, like as in
Individually.
they have a moment to talk to the audience. Yes, Sean.
Oh, ABBA.
And-
As
yeah,
a hologram.
The hologram.
as a hologram. So they've got bits where there's a bit of Benny might say, "Oh, that's when we sang the song Dancing Queen," and there's a pause where they know the audience is going to cheer, and he goes, "Oh, you've heard of it,"
Okay.
but in
So
a
the
Swedish
holograms
accent.
are doing crowd work.
Doing crowd work. However, when one of the girls, Agneta, comes out and she says, hi, everybody, thanks for coming. And this bloke yells out from the crowd, "I love you, Agneta!" I'm like, she can't hear you. She's not
there.
This
And then
is
does
a
she go,
hologram.
"Oh, stop
Is
it."
it basically like yelling out you love Netflix to Netflix?
Yeah.
Like it's like the points where people are trying to take a toilet break or even applauding after a song. There's part of me going, we could all leave
Yes.
3 songs before the end. They'll keep
They don't
going.
know.
'Cause
Exactly.
they're holograms.
Were you and Dave Callan the only straight men there?
What are you suggesting? We were a lovely
Are you
couple.
suggesting Dave Callan's
Really
straight?
Well, I'd never.
We had a lovely German couple next to us, and then there was a single Swedish man, Austrian man next to us. I think people were thinking, "Oh, it's a lovely little threesome." So we did. Well, we did. We did. I don't want to make a liar out of it. But then the other thing was Back to the Future.
Yeah.
The musical.
I know. Did you go?
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
was it
Why
like?
does that exist?
Well,
Who
mate.
asked for that? I
Yeah.
love Back to the Future.
No one
Of
asked.
course
That's
we did.
Was
Marty
it good?
McFly.
Should it exist?
I don't know.
Because if anyone thinks
I
it should,
still
it would
don't
be
know.
you.
I'm a big fan of the film. Essentially, it's just the movie on stage.
But what's the songs?
Well, that's it. I got back and
The Power
To
of
the
Love.
future.
The Power of
Power of
Love.
Love,
They
Huey
do
Lewis.
the 2 songs. There's another one called "We're Going Back in Time," which is another one from the movie.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But then there's one that Doc Brown sings about what the 21st century could look like.
Yes.
And it's the 21st century, and it's just not very catchy. The songs kind of get in the way.
Is there a song where Marty sings about how his mum tries to get with him?
I'm gonna pass my mum. Pass my mum.
No,
And
screw
then-
it. I'm going to sleep with mum. I'm going to sleep with mum. I'm going to sleep with mum.
That's it. If they had,
Nathan,
have
your
put
mum's
that
on the
in
phone.
there.
She said no.
Mum does not want to say hi anymore.
Exactly.
But that was, but the way that they did the time traveling DeLorean was very good.
Oh, really?
Okay, the price of admission. But the reason for it being a musical just had me
Look,
scratching my
I'm not
head.
a musical
Said
person,
he
but I have to say-
who went and bought merch. And
But you have to go to
great.
something like that. Like, if they have one redeeming factor in it, like something shows for Frozen, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
when the dress change happened.
Yes.
That to me was worth going.
but it's a
even though
musical.
it was boring
Frozen's
as
a
shit.
musical.
Your mum and dad were there, were they? With you?
Yeah, Dad was
Dad
like
hated
literally 2 minutes in. Dad's like, "Can we go? Can
Have
we go?"
you,
That was
Sean,
the
have you ever
entire
seen a
time.
musical? Do you go to musicals?
Yeah, I had to go to a couple with Megan. One
Had
time I
to.
turned. Well, I
There
don't
we
know if
go.
you were
You went to
there, Nat.
Matilda, I think, didn't you?
Matilda, I turned up.
good.
I'd had a big
Matilda's a
lunch
great
out.
show.
I had a big lunch out, and I met Megan there with the kids.
By
Oh,
big
they were
lunch
so-
out, he means you're on the turf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Didn't go down well at all. Not at all.
You can't be
Ghost.
drunk
That's
and-
what it was. Ghost.
What do you mean?
Ghost the musical.
The musical.
the
God.
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze.
Yeah,
There was a
watermelon
musical of
thing.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. Megan loves that stuff.
I'm gonna murder my best mate.
Spoiler
I'm
alert.
gonna murder me mate.
Whoopee.
That's the thing I could never handle with the film. The bit where the classic,
Yeah.
no, that's the clay scene. What's
Yeah.
the bit where they kiss each other,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The beautiful,
yeah.
they're
And
kissing
then
each
it's all
other.
Constarian stuff.
But
yeah.
he's inside the body of Whoopi Goldberg
I know, so
at the
she's
time.
getting out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, it's
So
pretty full on.
she's actually pashing Whoopi
Whoopi's the
Goldberg,
vessel, yes.
which is fine. Don't get me wrong, but it's just this idea that
And
in the moment
also-
you're like, it's the two of them
Also-
together. It's not.
Can I tell you something else? When they suddenly goes from Whoopi and then the magic shows it's Patrick and
Yes.
then back to Whoopi, they're different heights. That shits me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just things like that. It's like,
Funny
no,
homework.
her head's on a different angle.
Yeah.
Come on. You know you're kissing Whoopi.
Yeah.
So whilst you're overseas, were you actually working at all? Was this?
Oh, that's a rude question.
He's always working.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that
was
was-
there some sort of junket that you could manage
That
to
was
get
a whole,
to?
well, this is the thing. We were just away
Let me
on
think. Deadpool,
holidays,
Wolverine.
and then we came back, and then I was back in London for work for Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I love that.
So then I was like, well, now what do I do? I want to see ABBA again, I suppose.
what did you do for Beetlejuice?
What's that?
What did you do for Beetlejuice?
do you-
Beetlejuice?
Michael Keaton?
I spoke to Michael Keaton, I spoke to Jenna Ortega, I spoke to Winona Ryder, and I spoke to Catherine.
Catherine
O'Hara.
O'Hara. Oh my God, she's my favourite.
She is divine.
So I'm taking my parents this weekend to go and see it, and then Dad said, "Well, I better watch the original," and she has never done. So he watched the original and said it was absolutely amazing. And then he rang me straight afterwards and goes, "Oh my God, Moira shits in it." And I'm going, "Yeah, I know,
Moira
it's
Rove.
Catherine."
She does what in it?
Yeah.
You forget how many different things she's been in. She's obviously been in the first Beetlejuice,
Yes.
but you forget that she was the mum in Home Alone.
Yes.
Yes.
And she's...
Which is a V-Swick. She was the one that I think she was the one that fell down the stairs and broke her leg.
Yes.
Yes.
And she's in all the wonderful Christopher Guest movies like A Mighty Wind and Best in
they're the
Show
best.
and Waiting for Guffman and stuff like that, let alone Schitt's Creek, of course.
Yeah.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We're joined by Cousin of the Year. He's all of our cousins.
Thank you very much.
Rove McManus.
Vote for me at cousinoftheyear.com.au.
For sure, I'm voting. Now, Rove, I showed you a picture of my old house in Willerton, which
Wow,
has
the
spent
memories.
all the days there.
The memories.
Yeah.
So
there's
this
a
was
boat in the
like...
driveway, everyone.
We used
Oh,
to
yeah,
live,
right, mate.
We used to live in two adjoining cul-de-sacs that were like Ramsey Street on Neighbours. Everybody
Yeah.
knew each other. We used to play Spotlight where everybody was okay with children hiding in their front yard
the bushes,
at night.
yeah. That's
Hiding in
And
the bushes.
Was there like cricket
Lovely.
played in the road?
Yeah,
Did you do
always.
that? Yeah.
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 Back
Yeah.
then, is
The
remember
kids had right of way.
when you'd want to live near your family?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
know, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But for me, so there was you guys, another set of cousins. We had family friends that were lots of family friends that were there, and a strange, creepy old guy at the end of the street. Just to cap it all
Just to
off.
round it out.
So I went past and I was pointing out to Sonny at your house to
Yep.
start with, and the basketball ring's still out the front that's been there
Sweet.
for 100 bloody years.
I don't think I ever shot a hoop there.
yeah,
but
and you
that's-
certainly didn't dunk.
It looked good though. It looked good.
And then going through your street, Nathan, you know what this feeling's like. All these feelings come back. Anyway, you're feeling them. Sonny's
Completely.
got her phone going. She
Doesn't
couldn't give
care.
a shit.
Yeah.
But
just an old house.
when's the last time you went?
I can't
the
remember
hood.
since. Yeah, I would not know. But I would love to check it out because our old place that we grew up in, you know, what was the second family home for me, Mum planted a pine sort of Christmas tree
Yeah.
with the idea of, and this will get big enough to
Yes.
put Christmas
Beautiful.
lights on. And it grew so slowly. By the time she moved out, there was no...
It never-
I would like to drive past it, and
see
now
how
I
big the
reckon
tree
it's
is.
still not...
It never fulfilled its potential.
No, it would crumble like a Geraldton tree from the weight of the lights that would be hung on that thing. I don't think it's got the guts.
Years ago, we took a whole bunch of people back to Kalgoorlie and Esperance, our listeners, and then
poor
we did.
things.
We did.
Those are people who didn't win the competition.
Remember the hotel we stayed at? Now, Best Western.
Yes.
There was nothing best. It was Western. There was nothing best about that hotel. But we ended up getting everyone on a bus and doing a tour, and then we took them to my old house in 18 Butler Street, Kalgoorlie, and it's not nice. It's not an attractive house, is it? Now it's got asbestos in it everywhere. Anyway, we all get off the bus and we all take a photo in front of this house, and then while we're doing it, we just see the curtain peel back, and there's these terrified people inside going, "Why is there a bus of 50 people outside taking
So,
photos?"
Sean, when you're out the front of your old place, do you knock on the door and say hi to who's there?
I just
or
parked
you
the
just
car-
stalk them and take
I
a
just
photo out
stalked
the
them.
front
I
like
did
a weirdo?
I did a couple of laps in the cul-de-sac.
So they've called
Great
the police.
start.
Now they know
Hey,
why.
Rove, my parents
There's
still
a
live in
man,
the
a strange
same
man
house.
here with a child in a car doing laps of our house.
Exactly.
Oh, it's just Sean McManus again.
Again.
So then I just had to drive around the other... I went all the back streets all the way to Southland Shopping Centre, which we used to hang out in.
Fantastic.
It was a day and a half for sure.
Memories. We've got to get to news, and we still don't know the reason Rove's here, because he's
It's a
here for a
mystery. It's a
reason.
mystery.
Oh yeah, we're going to get to the
refuse
thing
to
that you're
say.
here for. One day,
Coming up.
8 days later.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean are joined by Rove McManus.
Hi, everybody. marsupialoftheyear.com.au. Just to
Hi,
keep
hi.
everybody at the project happy.
Time to get down
That's
to
why I'm here.
business. So there's a
We are looking to
beauty
crown
pageant.
Australia's first ever marsupial of the year.
It's got to be the quokka, surely.
It's got to be the.
Well,
the
in
quokka
WA
is dropping a bit.
What?
WA, we got to
No,
lift
yeah.
our game, right?
We're complacent because we
The
just...
Premier, we're all going to watch them up for free now. Apparently
Yes,
that's
we are.
happening. And the zoo, so you go see a tree kangaroo
Yeah.
and then go get a selfie with a quokka. All my famous friends have done it.
It's not joking.
So the quokka's dropping down a bit. The numbat's in the top 10. We've got 21 marsupials. We're trying to raise awareness that some of these animals are not doing as well as we
Right.
would think. And you can jump onto the website, marsupialoftheyear.com.au, cast your vote. The top 10 from our 21, the top 10, which will be announced on Monday, then we'll get fundraising
Yes.
put towards
And
them.
the other 11 will just go extinct.
They will all be
Yeah.
put down.
My thing, we'll be eating them in some polony soon.
Yeah.
Can I just say though, the quokka has to win.
I mean, it's adorable.
Hands down.
I think
it's the
we're
best.
getting there's a little bit of complacency though. We're just assuming.
Yeah.
And it's
Because
currently
they're so
the
cute.
greater glider, which is like a mogwai from Gremlins,
Yeah.
but could
Yes.
That can fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
is, and the northern hairy-nosed wombat are doing quite
I mean,
well.
wombats are great.
Wombats have a hard ass.
If
Yeah,
that
they do.
glider was as
Oh
cute
my
as a
God.
mogwai, we would know about
They
it.
literally
wombat-
have a hard ass.
Do they?
This is
So,
true.
like,
Yes.
so your elbow and your knee, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of a
That
bit of a
hardness.
like a calcite kind of cartilage
Yeah.
thing. They have that in their rump. Like sort of the top
Yes.
part of their
So their
arse,
butts.
right? So
is-
they're-
is
Sean would
rock
have
hard.
that.
not
Yeah,
the
I know
cheeks,
that.
but just sort of the top
Yeah.
part there. So when they're in their burrow, if their one major predator, being a dingo, tries to come in and bite
Oh,
it,
they defend themselves
shove,
with their
they
arse.
go
Yes.
full Beyonce. They shove their booty up against the top of the burrow, and they can crush a dingo's skull between the roof
With
of
their
the
butts.
burrow and their hard
Yes.
ass. So if you see a wombat at the squat rack at the gym, just
Yes.
back off.
Yes.
There wouldn't be many gay wombats around, would there?
Oh, no. Squash your faces,
All the
heads.
more
They'll be dead.
But
All
they're
the partners will be
adorable
dead.
little-
Entry, no entry. Entry, no entry.
They're adorable little hairy noses.
Also, what I love about wombats is that because they're marsupials, they have a pouch, but theirs is around the other way. So when they dig a burrow, they don't fill their pouch with soil like a dummy.
Oh.
They should have zips.
That's pretty
That's
good.
very
Zips.
clever, yeah.
Well, look, I
Velcro.
did. I was out front before and saw a rat wearing a bum bag, and it was like, I'm a marsupial, look after me. And I was like,
No, you're not.
bugger off.
You're
Go get a
not.
selfie with me. Bugger off, rat. You had a little chef's hat on, though.
Hey, Rove, when you were in Roto with Pink, did you
Yes.
get off to go and look
we
at the
had a
quokkas?
great time. Is that what you're suggesting?
No.
Yes, we did. We
Off
did.
the boat,
I did
you
say
mean?
quokkas, didn't I?
No, he said get off. I was making a...
Okay, that day with Pink, right?
Yes.
Did she have security? What's she like when she's here?
No, we didn't have any...
So
there
you
was no
just, you
security.
just got off the
It
boat.
was just
and
two
just went for a
families
walk.
hanging out
It was a
together
windy day, though.
on a
Were-
boat.
were people-
It was actually not too bad. It was actually quite a nice day in the end.
How were people with you on the island? Were they freaking out?
Well,
Did they
no,
give you
no.
space?
Well, we found where we initially went to berth, it was a little bit busy. So then we went to a different spot that was nice and quiet.
Yes.
And we pulled up and just sort of sat on the beach for a little bit. There was an octopus, and Willow, her daughter, got to actually have a bit of my octopus teacher moment with this.
Yeah.
Not a blue
Oh,
ring,
wow.
I hope.
It was it bit her and she got superpowers. It's great. Her superpowers were I feel dizzy, I need to lie down.
Yeah, sure.
But it was really quite amazing. There was this octopus with its little tentacle coming up, and I kept saying, if you just hold still, like it'll keep wanting to know what you are. And then we kept, you're building up the quokkas and you're building up the quokkas.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but we've been having a great time and haven't really spent much time on the island itself. And then we're at the beach, and I was like, I'm just going to go have a look. Like, usually you got a good chance of seeing a quokka somewhere. And then there was like 5 just up on a slope.
Amazing. They were
Hey,
paid. weren't they?
does Ruby
They were stuffed. I
realise?
put them there, planted them there. Really.
Does Ruby realise what's going on when she's? I'm guessing that you guys are sitting there, having a great time. The parents are talking. She's playing with Willow
And Jamison. Well, her and Jamison are good friends.
Yeah. So does she know that she's? Does she know that she's there with
she
Pink's
knows.
mum?
She knows, like, we'll listen
but
to...
she's growing up with it. So it's
so
just
she
normal.
listens to, she sees movies with people that she knows. She knows. She listens to music with people that she knows. She understands what we do. I took her in to do. I had to do a cross for the project the other day, and because of the time zone, I was here. It was straight after school pickup.
Yeah.
So I said to her, "Come with me, and we'll come into the studio, and you can see how it all works." And I got her to. She was sat at the news desk, and I took a photo of her, and she was really reluctant to do it. And she's like, "If I get in trouble for this," and then I did my cross for the project, and then we've come out, and it's only a green screen that we have here in the studio in Perth. And then afterwards we've gone out and you can see the monitors of what's happening live in Melbourne. And I said, that's who I was talking to in Melbourne. And she's like, are they all on a green screen? I said, no, that's an actual studio. Filling it all in. This is how it works. And then we get into the car and I was like, so what'd you think of that? And she went, it was kind of lame. So
that's what you need, though.
So
you need that level up.
To be honest, I guess the answer is she's not fazed by it. To be honest,
That's so funny.
Right. To be honest, her thing was like, can we like someone was like, how was the day? She goes, we spent a lot of time on the boat.
I wanted to get on
She's just, I want to get out and just touch a quokka, mate, or
Ride a bike up a hill.
Yeah, I want to shake hands with an octopus.
She's just thinking as dad's friends.
Yeah.
Mum
That's
and dad's
awesome.
friends.
That's too
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Marsupial of the year, everybody.
Hey, Ruby's my favourite marsupial. Who's she voting for?
Well, she loves a sugar glider. So the sugar glider, I think they're doing okay as far as
How's the
in
platypus going? I love a platypus.
They're a monotremes. So they don't
Oh,
come
they don't
into-
count.
They don't have a pouch. They lay eggs.
I know, so they're just God's joke. That's what God had to suffer at
I
the end
know,
of the
but-
day and went, oh, you know what, let's wait.
Mash
That'll
this
do.
together.
No, but what an
I've had a
awesome
big
combination.
day. I've had a big day. I need to get to run a court to see the old house.
So are we ever going to
Someone
run?
get that wombatty thing and a shoehorn. Just put it
What is it?
together.
I don't know. What have we got left?
When's Monotreme of the year then?
The monotremes of the year would be a close field.
2-horse race.
It's a 2-horse race.
Who's the other one?
Echidna.
Echidna.
Yeah.
Whose feet are backwards. Their back feet are backwards. Anyway, we'll do that next year. Harry's busily Googling images of... Do you not know what an echidna is?
No, I was just going to check if there are some more monotremes. Also, I was just going to get this cool photo up of a sugar glider because they're great. They're
great.
looking,
Look at that.
Hey, don't skew the vote.
So
Harry.
you know, if you had like some of us complain about, I'm getting a bit of the tuck shot up, shot arms underneath the thing, the forearm there.
Yeah.
If you could stretch that down to your feet,
That was
You're
my
basically
nana.
a
That was
sugar
my
glider.
nana.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
That's
Sugar
amazing.
glider.
That was my
and they're
nana's
tiny
arms.
and they're adorable. So what we're saying is what we want is people to find an animal. You guys should do it. Pick an animal, back it. Make sure the quokka gets in you lot. I'm
Yeah.
counting on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been doing other stuff today, but people listen to this station, so let's let's make it work. Let someone else take care of the Fasca Gale. You make sure the quokka or the numbat gets across the
Do
line.
love a numbat too, to be fair.
We did get a text text early this morning. It was just after 6 from Snagger, Rove, who says Rove is cheating on you.
He's on another station.
It's disgraceful.
What was
Rove would
Snagger
never
doing
do that.
listening?
Well,
that's the question. That's the bigger question.
Bring us the recording. Bring us the recording.
I had my niece was on a bus. She's going, why are you talking about patamelons while I'm on the bus? And I was like, why are they listening to the wrong station? Because the one you should be listening to would be 8:30.
And also, I love that she thinks that you're doing it just because she's on the bus.
But she also knows me well enough to go, is it for a reason or just because you're an animal nerd? Have you come in to, plug that you've got a stand-up show, but all you're doing is talking about pouched animals, you weirdo?
Do you have a stand-up show coming up?
I did Oasis Comedy Club last week. I think I might be at the Comedy Lounge this weekend. I can't confirm, but because I don't know where I am, but I'll let you know soon.
All right.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Now,
Yes.
you told us you know Dave Grohl?
Yes,
I feel this is a very. I'm getting asked some loaded questions today.
Oh, no, I know you're friends with Pink. Are you friends with Dave Grohl?
I'm
The
not
answer
friends.
is,
Not in the same way.
But you met him a few times.
Yes.
Yes. And
If I
say
saw him, I
hello
could
to
say,
you.
"Hey, Dave."
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get you to read the Instagram post that he put out.
Okay.
All right? So you're going to
Here
read
we
it
go.
live. It's on the screen. Go for it, Rove.
I've recently become to hair. I've recently become the father of a new baby daughter. Oh, born outside of my marriage. This is a roller coaster ride.
Dude.
I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration toward all the children involved as we move forward together. Dave.
Here comes my hero.
Is that what he calls them?
Watch it as he goes. Now,
So when he finishes the act, is that what he says?
Dude.
There goes my hero.
All I know is that's an insane situation.
It's a
But also,
conversation, isn't
what
it?
led to having to publicly say, oh,
Yeah.
by the way,
someone was gonna out
lol,
them probably,
made another
yeah.
person with someone not my wife.
Yeah.
I've never seen something that's
my bad.
that doubles
Oops.
as a birth announcement plus I'm cheating on my wife
Yes,
and my
plus an
family
apology,
announcement.
plus a plea for privacy.
For all the children. Oh, so that's as in I have
Yes.
other children as well
Yes,
as
he's
a
got
child.
3 children
Please
with
don't-
his
yes,
wife.
yes,
He's
yes,
been
yes,
married for
yes.
21 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a conversation.
I feel I need to send a text to someone.
Can I tell you right now? This must.
What's the time overseas? Hang on.
This must happen, right? This must.
Oh, okay,
This
all right.
must happen in real
When are we
life.
finishing up? Okay, great. No, we'll be fine. We'll be good. We'll be good.
If this has happened to you, this would be triggering every time you see a story like
Yeah.
this, and you go like, "Oh my god!"
It's like those
It's
like
unbelievable.
the Jinx. If you watch that series, the guy who killed people, like all these people are, I got away with it, and you're like, you would spend every day going,
Yes.
When am I
someone
gonna be
didn't
found
find out
out?
now,
Yes.
but
Yes.
someone may find out down the track.
When's the
you
other
know,
shoe gonna drop?
when it's the 4th time you're doing the lap
Yeah.
of someone's cul-de-sac with your child, and
Yes.
they're like, wait a minute, and then
Sure.
it all catches up with you. That's
so
not the
true.
thing.
We want to see if
That's-
this is,
wow,
We want to
okay.
see if this has happened in Perth, right?
Yeah.
So if you've been in a scenario,
If Dave Grohl
Oh my
has slept
God,
with
where's
you.
this headed?
Well, let's look. If you've been in a scenario, right? So you have a partner who has fathered another child, but they're still with you.
Yes, and they didn't do it years ago,
man.
and you just found
No,
out. No,
you're
we're
with
talking
them?
about during your relationship.
So we're calling this,
And you're
have you
with
been
them.
growled?
Have you been grolled? Because can you come back from a grolling in your
He
relationship?
seems to think that they can.
It's only one song in the library.
Yeah.
Can you throw it as I was rolling in the den?
Monkey wrench. This is a perfect one for monkey wrench. She's thrown it's a monkey wrench in the box.
13, 24, 10. We want to know, have you
Yeah,
been
right.
Dave Grohled, all right? So your partner has gone out and he's had a baby without you knowing because you're with him, and then suddenly you've decided,
But
I've got to
this is
stay
the
with
other
them or
thing.
not.
Does the
Does-
relationship survive or not?
Okay, yes.
I
Can
can't
it?
see
Is
it.
that possible?
Impossible.
But I mean, he
We'll
seems to
see.
think it can.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The Nova Player.
It's 9:07. Nathan, Nat and Sean. So Dave Grohl announced overnight that
He's recently become the father.
You found
of a new
another
girl.
song.
Yes, the one.
you want to read the
I'm
statement?
going to read it
Rove?
again. Recently become the father of a new baby daughter born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children. I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. We're grateful for your consideration toward all the children involved as we move forward together. This is Dave Grohl's...
Not you.
This is, if anyone who's joined us today or watching this online, I don't want this snipped and taken out of context. marsupialoftheyear.com.au.
Still good, Tasman. Still
Please
good.
vote for the quokka. Vote for the number.
Dave Grohl's getting a few votes for Marsupial of the Year right now.
That's true.
We did throw it out there. We're looking for someone who'd been here, had had a good growling.
Had a good growling.
Hello, Bree.
Hello.
Hi, Bree. Have you been growled?
Not me, but my sister.
Tell us about it.
Talk us through it.
Tell us about it.
So essentially, she's married and her husband cheated on her and had a baby with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
They have 3 kids together, my sister and her husband.
Yep.
And my sister was about to have her 3rd baby when we found out that this other lady was pregnant with his baby.
Did he? Is he the one who confessed it, or did the other woman get in touch with your sister?
The other woman actually reached out to me.
Oh, to you.
Yeah, and I had to say the bad news.
How was your,
It wasn't a
now, how was
surprise.
that for your relationship with your sister then?
I mean, we don't really talk anymore.
That's the thing, right? You become the messenger.
I'm the bad person, but it's unfortunately it's not the first time that he's cheated, so it wasn't a surprise. But obviously, a baby is a big thing.
Yeah.
So she was with child at the time.
Yes.
So how far are their babies? The babies' ages apart?
Oh, like 2 months.
Yeah.
Are they still together, Bree?
That's the big question.
They are. But I don't know.
Well, wait. So you're the one that she doesn't talk to as much, but she's still with the
cheating husband.
Make it make sense, right?
This shoot the messenger
This is
stuff
great news
is
for you, Sean.
ridiculous.
Wow, Natalie.
Yeah, I'm just a messenger, but I apparently have done everything wrong. So, yeah.
This is sometimes the thing. Sometimes people don't want to know,
It's
and
easy.
you being the one who says,
They blame you.
hey, this is what's been happening. Even if it was him saying, I need to come clean, sometimes it's about the person getting the burden off them and putting it on their partner, spouse, whoever, to have to then pick up the pieces and deal with the mess.
Hey, Bree,
oh, that sucks. Sorry, Bree.
When you got that phone call from the chick, how? So
it was an Instagram message.
Instagram message. So then, how did you break the news? Did you go over to her house? Did you take her out for lunch? What did you do to break the news?
Well, I had a bit of a chat with my family first and was like, what do I do?
Yeah.
We had to wait because my sister she'd had her baby like 5 days before.
Yeah, that's not when you break that news. Yeah.
No, so we waited just a little bit, but we didn't want to wait too long, so yeah.
Did you think about going and seeing him? Right, I know the news now. I'm going to go straight to this guy's house
And say, you have to tell
hey,
her.
you have to tell my sister because I know this information.
Look, I would have loved to, but I didn't. No.
And look, hindsight, 2020. Was there ever a thought that you wouldn't tell your sister?
Oh, no way.
Imagine sitting on something like that and knowing
And if
every
she
time.
found out that you hadn't told her, you would have been in trouble.
And then you'd be in trouble for that
You're
as
damned
well.
if you do and you're
I'm
damned if
really
you
sorry
don't.
that your sister's not talking to you, sweetheart. That sucks. You did the right thing.
Bree.
I know, but it's funny now. I just think about it. I'm like, but.
You know what'll fix it all? A $300 gift card.
I was just thinking that would be great. You know, go to Yagan
And they
Square.
deserve the drink and something to eat.
Straight to Yagan Square, everyone. Everyone's got a story to tell at Stories at Yagan Square. See what's on at stories.com.au. Bree, get that
You deserve
India.
it, Bree.
Big hugs to you, Bree.
Yeah,
you are. It's a tough predicament to be put in.
I know.
I think you chose wisely, and I'm sorry to hear that it didn't work in your favour for what the results were. But that's a courageous move. So good on you for that.
But you're morally correct.
But anyone listening right now that has something to tell someone is
Get
going.
your sister to do it.
You just don't do
You
it.
want to have
Don't
friends.
shoot the messenger.
You want to have friends and family who gutsy enough to come to your face and tell you. You need that in
Straight
your life.
away.
Yeah. Rove.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks,
Where do we
Always
vote for
a
our
joy.
marsupial of the year?
marsupialoftheyear.com.au.
Oh, that's catchy.
We've got 21 on the list. The top 10 will be announced on Monday on the project. So please, everybody, make sure
Get
we get a
behind the
number
quokka.
and a quokka shocker in there at the very least.
Yeah. Good on
you,
Take
Rove.
down the sugar glider. Yeah, you heard me.
And what are you up to this weekend?
I'm going to be hanging out with my family for my mum's birthday. Happy birthday!
Yeah, because
Yeah. Anything else?
No, not really. Just take it easy.
Not going down to any local tourist
See anything
landmarks
big
or
or
anything?
Oh, no. Look, if you haven't seen the Mandurah Giants, ladies and gentlemen, you're a burden to yourself.
You've been,
Well,
you've been-
Sean and Nate didn't even know
No.
that you got Baby Giant just up the road here.
Yeah.
know.
it's
it's
okay.
apparently sitting in a park. I've driven
It's
past that park
lying
so many
down
times.
in a
I don't know.
park.
I've not
It's a
seen it.
baby.
I've not seen it.
It's a baby.
Giant, giant. I should be able to see it.
Has just left his giant baby. There's a giant Dave Kroll somewhere who left that baby in a park. Shame on you.
Hey, do you want to read your Instagram post again?
I've recently become a giant baby father. I've neglected my wooden child in a park.
Howdy, guys. Howdy, Rove. I was just watching.
Sorry, we're busy.
No, I was just watching the presidential debate in the background.
right.
It's
I'm so into it.
So they mute their mics in between, so it's really calm.
Yeah.
But also there's no crowd. But they had a coin toss at the start,
Yes.
so they could pick a podium.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they do that here too, Ross. The who speaks first,
And a
point
coin
toss,
toss,
the
like
whole
it's a
lot.
sporting game.
So who won the toss?
I think Trump did. I think he might have.
Did he choose to debate into the breeze or? Thank you.
I'm going to try and watch and
Sporting reference.
find anything fun that happens. But pleasure having you.
Good
in,
luck
Rove.
with that. Enjoy.
Thanks,
Good to
Ross.
have you back,
Sorry we
Nathan,
couldn't
as
mute
well.
our mic.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, can't mute yours.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.